There we go. Proper intro. All right, welcome to my channel. I am watching the Game 5 of the hockey game, and it is time to sort through something interesting. I was going to open like that other extended box, but I think I'm still going to save that. This is something I bought at the shop. NHL box, 22 bucks. It is. We've been cleaning up the shop, Mike Stadium Sportscards in Aurora, Colorado. We've been cleaning up. Mike puts these like giant grab boxes together. Paid him 22 bucks for a box. Let's see what we get in it. I already popped the tape, and I figure I can sit here, sort live, take a look. I hope it's not like horrible, and you watch this and you go, "Gosh, never buy one of Mike's grab boxes." Honestly, a lot of the time he puts like really good stuff in these things. Now, it might end up being like some of the things I've gone through, and it's just like a ton of base cards or something like that. And if it is, then, you know, there's some guys venturing for quarter world. I need to get a, there we go. We got a Eric Hurla insert, the medallion. And I'm just going to randomly pick out of this. As you see, it's a whole 3-row. A Landeskog. I like to, you know, even when it's like common cards, if it's common cards of certain people, I'll pull them out. But let's see. As you can see, there's a lot of cards in here. We're going to just sit here and watch this. I need to get a box, though, I can throw these commons into. So let's grab this box right here. And that way I can just make a box of commons that I can then just give away. I usually do give away lots of cards like that. I just put them on. A lot of people ask, like, where can you give them away to? You know, you can give them away to the Goodwill or the Ark or something. But a lot of the time, what I do is I just give them away on Craigslist. I'll just put free cards, come get them, and, you know, let somebody else sort them. And it's not like I won't miss stuff by any means, especially short prints and stuff. So this is so far looking like a lot of commons, but I mean, we've only grabbed 2 handfuls, so. And I, as usual, pull every Calgary Flame out. And I pull every Colorado Avalanche out. I don't even remember Joey McDonald. What year are these? These are 2012-2013 season on the back, so pretty old. But anyways, yeah, we got the hockey game on. Unfortunately, friggin' looks like Las Vegas Golden Knights are going to win it all. Gosh, there was a first-round pick who just never panned out, Sven Barchi. Calgary Flames. Nothing against you, Sven. If you watch this, love you, buddy. But, yeah, just never really tuned in. There's Landy. You know, maybe there's something good in this, though. And, you know, that's what the 20... I mean, it's 22 bucks. That's like 3 packs. There's a checklist. You know, and so a lot of the time that's a cool Ryan Getzlaf card. Just a base, but still pretty cool. I always like these ones where they were like with the puck in there, in the always like the with the puck ones, though. Those were always kind of cool. Matt Hunwick. I don't remember Matt Hunwick with the Colorado Avalanche. And that's actually 2012, 2013. That's like when I worked there at the building. All right, come on, zoom. Still, as usual, use a new camera. I got a new microphone. This is not it. If you're like, well, it's still kind of crappy like your other 2 videos that you've done. I've noticed that the audio wasn't the greatest. This little clip microphone I got. The problem that I got is that my old microphone I used to use that worked really good was this, but it had a headphone jack. And I have an adapter. You know, I have like the USB-C there. Look at that. He's signing something for a kid. That's kind of cool. You know, I have an adapter, but the adapter is going to make it like all wonky. And so I ordered another one, but I didn't realize it was just a USB one. So I got a USB to USB-C adapter, and I'm hoping that works. If not, I'll have to figure out another way. Taves with the cup. Make sure you're in thing. Nick Bonino. Looks like he got a hat trick that night. Pucks 1, 2, and 3, so I'm going to guess that. There's Joey McDonald again. But at least I can tell from looking at it, they're all, like, these are Fleer Ultra, so that's, you know, not Upper Deck. So at least I can tell, like, they're somewhat old. And I can tell from the tops, they're all different kinds, because they're not all the same color. So that's a good one. I know in the past I've gone through, like, it was like a 5-row box, and it was literally a 5-row box of, like, 2017 Series 1, and it was all just base. And it was like, as soon as you start going through it, you could tell, like, somebody just, like, put all his base in a 5-row and then donated, and it got kind of shuffled around in the shop. There's another one of those gold medallions. Vincent LeCavier. I figured at least for $22 I'll get a couple cards and a 3-row box that I could use for something else. There's a Brodeur. Probably already tossed a Brodeur or two in there, but you know, whatever. Let whoever has it for free get it out, I guess. Still 0-0. That's good. There's a Malkin gold medallion. Maybe I'll pull those gold medallions aside. Those seem to be the fanciest ones I'm finding. Let me do that. I got 3 of them, I think, so far. Put those over there. Make my keeper stack over here to my left. A little bit of organization. I figured, yeah, I'll sit here, sort this, watch the hockey game. Bobrovsky just covered. Good. I kind of, so I think Vegas is going to win this all. They're up 3-1 right now in the finals, but here's my goal, is that they are in Las Vegas right now, and I would love for Florida to win this, and then if they have to win the whole championship, they win in Florida where no Vegas fans will be. That'll make me happy. I'm getting a decent amount of the gold medallions. There's another one. So that's good. Gold medallion cards are definitely a kind of cool insert. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Oh, look. That's all gold medallion cards. Oh, cool. We got some rookie cards, too. Alrighty. Rookie, Sean Mathias, Kevin Dole, Tim Conboy. Don't remember any of those guys. Martin St. Louis. Look at that. More gold medallions. They're all in really good shape, too, I'll say. That, no mouses or anything got into these. They didn't have soda spilled on them. They're not stuck together. You know, things like that happen as boxes sit in a place for 10 years. And I guarantee you, this whole box, I'm sure there's a Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, this is technically not his rookie card. This is year 2, but in year 1, he only played 1 game and had 1 goal. So he had 1 point. So that is a year 2 Gaudreau. That's pretty cool. I'll be happy with that. Except for he's a trader and he left Calgary, but that's neither here nor there. He wanted to take less money and go be on Columbus, which sucked. And he could have gone to, like, I think it was like Philadelphia was the other team. There's a Kadri. I got Kane, Duncan Keith. Corey Crawford, Patrick Sharp, Jonathan Taves. We'll pull all them out. The Nationals in Chicago this year. I can, I don't know, make a Chicago Blackhawks little bag to give to someone. Something like that. Maybe I'll give it to the guy that does the Puck Junk podcast. Maybe he'd like it. Maybe I don't know. What year was it that they won? I don't think it was 2012, 2013. What year are these actually? These are 13-14. So it would have been 2015 when these came out. Maybe we'll find... Who was a rookie? Maybe there's a Connor McDavid in here. Wasn't he 2015? Yeah. Yeah, he was 2015, right? McDavid was 15. 2005, wasn't that like... 15 was 15 Crosby. Here. I can't ever remember. There's certain years, there was like 5, 10, and 15 or something, and now this year it's going to be 24 that are going to be like your big popping years because of certain players. We all know Connor Bedard is going to be in there, and it's going to be pretty crazy. PK Subban. More gold medallions. I will take all the gold medallions. I'm not even looking at who they are. I'll figure out who they are at some point. I got a buddy who likes the Penguins. Boy, I could give him a bunch of old Penguins base cards if he really wants them. I don't think he does. He does Whatnot breaks. It's Mile High Wax OG, and Dave does that. So if you ever need hockey breaks on Whatnot, Dave does them. He does a lot of them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cheap too. Ships out right away. He does like jersey giveaways. That's where I got a Mark Giordano, who, being a Calgary Flames fan, super stoked about that when he was with Seattle. I got a Mark, which is kind of cool. So, all right. We got stars of the game, Jonathan Taves, Marian Gaborik. Who do we got here? Thomas Valek, Saku Koivu, Roberto Luongo, Joe Sakic, Ryan Getzlaff, Carey Price. Inserts of Luongo. There's a Brodeur insert. Pretty cool. Okay, a bunch of inserts. I'll take all those. So we've gotten a decent amount of inserts so far. Nothing like crazy big priced inserts. Victory. And I haven't seen those cards in a long time. Mika Kiprusoff. Ling Cow. Who won the NHL in 2014? Put that in the thing. I mean, I could Google it right now, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't. There's a checklist card with a very young Ovechkin on it. There's a Hasek. I like to pull certain guys out. Let's get more in camera here, right? Jay Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester was a hell of a player. Chris Osgood. There's another good one. And let's just keep on sorting. Still 0-0. 6 shots on goal each. There's a Brodeur. I like to pull me any Brodeurs. Lundqvist. All right, almost one row down. Cristobal Huey. God, there's a guy. Haven't seen him on something in forever. Cristobal Huey. He had a few moments. There's Marc-Andre Fleury. That's pretty cool. Ty Conklin. Marian Hossa. Ray Emery. Martin Baroon. Martin Gerber. Jason Spezza. Kovalev. Uh-oh. Vegas just scored. 1-0. No. Denver Nuggets won the championship last night, which is super exciting here in Denver. First time ever. First championship ever for them. Good for them. I did hate the fact that, like, Stan Kroenke's sitting there front and center holding up the trophy, and, you know, people are thanking him. You know, it's always such a scam that the owner of the team is like the first one to hold up the, Lombardi trophy, and they're always like interviewing it. It's like, yes, hi, I am mega rich. I, did good business dealings, and then I bought this team for $1.5 billion, and I hired some good people who then put together a decent team. Like, wow, yeah, give me all the credit, please. I did so much. And the funny thing is about that is that they can't even technically, when you own an NFL team, you're not supposed to own any other team. You can't in any league. You only can own an NFL team. And of course, what they did was they, changed it to where it wasn't owned by him, and it was owned by whatever, his wife, I'm sure, or something, and his son's the general manager, and he's the chairman of the board, or something nonsense, right? They kind of did something to get around it. Patrick Poulin, star rookie. They do something to kind of get around it, but then right there on the thing, there's an old ass Young Guns. Nikolai Borishevsky. Look at that old Young Guns. I haven't ever seen one of those ones. I've been collecting hockey for a long time. What year are these? These are going to be 91, 92. Yes, I was definitely still in high school. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Actually, I wasn't even in high school in 91. I graduated in 97, so I was in 7th grade or something. So, yeah, I don't remember those. I think there's a cool one. I think most of my collecting I did. Russian Stars, Alexander Udin. Most of my collecting I started doing when it was like, probably when I was a kid, and Patrick Poulin Young Guns was when I was a kid, and it was definitely, these guys just, who's this one? Upper Deck Profiles, Bernie Nichols. There's Russ and Jeff Courtnall, Bloodlines. Alexei Zamenev, Young Guns. Gilbert Dion, Trevor and Jamie Linden. There's a Trevor Kidd. Pavel Bure. Yeah, most of mine I did was like, there's Igor Korolev, Russian Stars. All right, we're finding some fun ones here. Victor Gordujuk, Young Guns. That's going to be Ray Bork, I was going to say. Ray Bork looking all suave there. There's Keith Wayne and Brett Gretzky, Bloodlines. But yeah, I definitely started doing like my collecting like more in high school off and on. I remember we would go to this place in Joplin, Missouri, and it had like a big fish, and they had like a whole bunch of like big fish on the sign and stuff. But they was like, they sold like cards and toys, and Vegas just scored again. Now it's 2-0. Steve Connell won, Chuck. And they would have hockey packs, and they were like, nobody in Joplin, Missouri cared about old wax hockey. And so they were like 50 cents or 25 cents a pack, and so I would buy them all the time as a kid. There's Wayne Gretzky. Alexei Yashin, he was a big Russian star. Jeremy Roenick. Igor Korolev, Young Guns. Robert Petrovicki, Young Guns. Old checklist, Winnipeg Jets checklist with Phil Housley, Luke Robitaille. I mean, a lot of these cards are going to be bound for Quarter World, but I mean, at least we're running into Guy Hebert. At least we're running into Young Guns. I mean, there's a Tony Amani. Keith Tkachuk, star rookies. Keith Tkachuk, rookie. Young Guns, Rob Zamuner. Andrei Kovalenko, Young Guns. Checklist with Kirk McLean. Don't need Kirk McLean. Oh, Young Gun. Guy Carbonneau, award winner. What do we got? Jacob Carlson. Denny Felsner, another Russian rookie guy. Look at that. He's like stretching. I like that card. Dmitry Yushkevich. Probably pronounced that correctly. There's Wayne Gretzky. Team USA, Marty McGuinness. So this is why like, you know, they just sell this whole thing by the box, is because like that, there's a lot of cards like bound for a quarter world, something like that. You know, this isn't really, there might be a couple dollar card or something in here. If I had one of those scanning machines, I'd just scan a bunch of these and put them in, and there's a cool Yager. I'd just scan them in and put them in. Darius Kasparaitis, Russian Stars. A good amount of the Russian Stars. There's another Young Gun. There's another one of those guys. President's Trophy. New York Rangers. There's Brett Hull. Cool looking card. And what would have happened if Brett Hull had stayed on the Calgary Flames? How good would they have been? Back then. I mean, they got rid of him, and then he goes and scores, you know, like 50 goals that next year. Russian Stars checklist. Cool. We can maybe put together the whole set of the Russian Stars. Trying to sort through these pretty quick. There's the Gretzky insert. Now I can start putting these in this row. And I can just dump. Oh, I left a couple cards in this row. Must have fallen over. Who do we got? Did we leave any gold? None of those gold medal ones or medallion ones or anything like that. Got to move all these to my right here. Hold on, a little bit of cleanup. Alrighty. Mike Vernon, Calgary Flames. Young Guns of who? Kovalev and Malikov. Steve Hines, rookie. Darren Rumble. Don't remember that Russian guy. Patrick Poulin. Kovalev again, Young Gun. A lot of Russian guys in here. Russia, not a popular country right now because of the war. Now I demonetized because I mentioned it. Back to back. Look at that. That's a cool one. But can't fault the hockey players just because you're from that country. If only we could all settle our differences with playing hockey. Drake Berhalski, another Russian star. And this is like what I do here is this is like initial sort, and then I'll sort through guys that are going to dollar world. I'll sort all the Young Guns out. I'll sort all the rookies out. Like, you know, some of the rookies guys are only going to be in quarter bin. Steve Kona, Walchuk, a little better guy, you know, there. Russian Stars. Like I said, maybe I get the whole Russian Stars team set. I'll make a team set bag. If so, a couple bucks. There's a Young Gun of Teemu Selanne. He was a good player. Who do we got on this? Anatoly Semenov. I don't remember Semenov on them, but Keep the Chuck rookie. Oops, got 2 there. Russian Stars. Well, that would have gone there too. Look at that one. He's with his kids. It's kind of cute. Chris Chelios. Good player too. Kevin Kelly and Kip Miller. Bloodlines. I don't remember the Miller. Vladislav Vasifov. Oh, almost threw a rookie. Glenn Murray rookie. That's a good one. Martin Ruzinski, Tommy Soderson. So far, my right-hand stack here is getting pretty decent. I was worried at first when it looked like a lot of base, but as usual, it's not all base. Again, a lot of lower-end guys, maybe a couple $1 here or there, you know. Maybe I can put together a whole Young Guns set from whatever this year is, 92, 93, something. Not like the Young Guns nowadays, but still, Young Guns. Sudin. There's Konvalenko again. There's those junior tournament cards. Trevor Kidd. Come on, Vegas. I really don't want Vegas. Pat Falloon. God, that guy. Pat Falloon. Borshevsky. Again. More Russia. Ah, there's a good one. Sandis Ojelin. Young Gun. Young Gun of Zhitnik. Alexei Zhitnik. Sandis Ojelin. Some of these guys are pretty good to be getting. Mike Vernon. Scott LaChance, Igor Korolev, Young Guns, Joel Otto, Theo Fleury, Ted Donato, $11 shots, 8 shots. Florida with 8. Well, I was really rooting. I mean, of course, once my Calgary Flames didn't make the playoffs, I kind of didn't have a dog in the fight. And was kind of, I guess, going for the Avs a little bit. I had picked Dallas and New York to be in the final, and New York to win it all, was my guess. So, neither of my teams were that I put on my bracket made it. So once it was these two teams, once it was Florida and Vegas, I just don't like the Vegas Golden Knights. Sorry, guys. And so I had picked Florida, since they had just been on this magic run. I mean, they barely made the playoffs, and then they just been. Look at this, Dion Phaneuf. That's a cool Dion Phaneuf card. Another great player from the Calgary Flames that left. We got a lot of them. It's because we don't pay people money. That's the only reason. Right now, for Florida, we don't have. That's why their best player is Tkachuk. And it's because we did a 3-year deal instead of a 7 when we could have locked him up. right now, I mean, you want to talk about a team that's been smart, is Montreal, the Habs. Man, the Canadiens, they locked up both their, like, Suzuki and what's his name, the little guy, Caulfield. They locked them both up for like 7-year deals, less than 10 million each of them. So they're not even in like double-digit millions. They're like, you know, 8 million or something a year for the next 7 years. That's their 2 best players, and they locked them up. So it's like, yep, that's a team that knows what they're doing and is smart and thinking for the future. There is. All right, these are mostly base. Now I'll take a Brodeur out. Unless it's a really cool photo. First period done. Intermission now. The stadium that they do play in, though, in Las Vegas is pretty cool. I almost went on the inaugural Vegas year. I almost went. They were playing the Calgary Flames like the day before St. Paddy's Day, and it was like, man, that'd be fun. Be in Vegas for St. Paddy's, see the Flames. It was their inaugural year, so I was sure the Flames would beat them. That's the year, of course, they almost win the Stanley Cup in that first year, Vegas. And now all their fans are super spoiled, and this was the year that they were finally supposed to be like, all right, they're signing guys to big, you know, contracts and these like veterans and stuff. It's gonna finally not work out. And well, it worked out. Even thought like their goalie situation would be bad, and both their goalies ended up being studs this year. That Logan guy and that Hill guy. And then they're not even rocking either of them right now. They're like rocking like their third string guy, because like one of them got hurt or something. I can't remember what it is, but it's something crazy. I keep on finding that FNUF card, so that's not a special one by any means, but it's still a cool looking Beyond FNUF card. Alright, back into these guys. No, back into these guys. Blaze through these guys pretty quick. These have that nice, like, old card, musty kind of smell to them. Not like like they're covered in mold smell. I've had those ones. There's a guy that's playing right now, Bob Brofsky, and he's giving up 2 goals. Talk about a guy that, like, they had overpaid. I mean, he was making crazy money, 15 million a year or something. I don't know. They signed him to that huge contract, and not looking great. It's one of those where they got Spencer Knight, right? No, Spencer Knight's on the Hurricanes. Never mind. But no, where is he on Florida? I can't remember. They got a decent, like, guy for, you know, in the wings for Florida. It's kind of like Dustin Wolf being in the wings for Calgary, which, mark my word, mark this video right now. Next great NHL goalie will be that Dustin Wolf kid. That kid is ridiculous good in the minors right now. I think he had like 30 wins or something, like when he was like 19, and he's just been like a stud ever since then. I mean, he's ridiculous, but we got 2 good goalies, so he's not going to be coming up for a couple of years, which is good, because, you know, let him get some seasoning. No need throwing him to the Wolves. I mean, Calgary does play in the West, which is definitely the hardest. I'm sorry that this is going to be such a long video, but figured might as well sort this box live on camera. And so we're doing it. But like I said, we're blazing through it now because there's no young guns. There's nothing in these guys. I'm literally just pulling out like Avs and Flames guys now at this point. I have a buddy who is a huge Avs fan. I'm the Flames fan, so I keep every Flames card. But buddy that's a huge Avs fan, and because of that, I just make like boxes, and then when I see him, I give them to him, and he's just got like, he likes to build team sets from every year. All right, which ones did we leave here? Never know what you're going to find in one of these, though. There's another Brodeur. I've always been a big Brodeur guy. Looks like I got... Maybe that's a spacer, though. It might be a spacer. MVP. All right. Well, there wasn't... I mean, those are silver script MVPs. Were they all silver script? And there's a Crosby. We'll pull the Koivu, Corey Perry. They're all pretty good. Yeah, those silver script guys, we'll pull them up. They're bound for Carter World. I don't even want the checklist now. Now I'm going to start getting my pile to secondary sort, which I will do off camera. It's getting a little big here. So now I'm going to be a little more... A guy I was working for, though, he would pull basically anybody of any name, and he had a scanner, and he would just put them all in and put them at like $1 on eBay, and it was funny. People buy them. I mean, people building sets, and or maybe they were just like the world's biggest Saku Koivu fan or something, and they wanted a year 3 base card of Saku Koivu for $1. Okay, the organization that you need to be able to do that kind of thing is a little more than I want to ever deal with. I am not organized whatsoever. In fact, I am wholesaling a bunch of stuff for some card show, big card show coming up, the All Cards Weekend, 23rd, 24th, 25th, Crown Plaza here in Denver, Colorado. Colorado's largest card show that they'll have seen in a century. Bunch of guys signing. Terrell Davis is kind of the big headliner of the signing. Guys signing. There's Jack Johnson. There's an Ovechkin. We'll put those silver scripts out. And yeah, it'll be a big show. And that'll be good for Colorado and stuff. But I got a bunch of... I'm not doing it. I'm going to either be working the show or I'm going to be at the shop. And so I have no chance on being able to... And 3 days of a show is tough for me. 2 days is already tough enough to get ready, and I got home construction going on. There was just no way I could even get cards ready for the show, sit down here and price cards, get things organized. There's just no way. And so, spacer. You'll make your own card. All right, and so I'm going to wholesale a bunch of the ones that I have currently in my garage from the last shows. Let those go. And then I can finally clean out that giant mess that I got over there. I've just filled the construction dumpster today with all the trash, and I'm gonna haul up a bunch of the trash from down here. Might also be having a lot of videos coming out, so you know, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. One thing that I'm gonna do is I got like a whole shelf full of just wax, and the way the wax is going now, none of that stuff's gonna be like valuable enough to sell. You know, it's not one of those things where I'm gonna be making any killing on it. You know, I paid $100 for the box. It's not like it's a $2,000 box or something now. And so I am going to just start popping boxes. I don't know what all I got over there. I mean, I have some super old football. I see that right here off the top of my head, but you can't miss that. I got some old, looks like Upper Deck stuff. I got some old football stuff. I got a bunch of stuff over there. I'd like to say, I don't think I have any 2017 stuff. I think I got 2018 football, maybe 19, maybe 20. Rito Berra. That's kind of a cool Rito Berra card. That was Calgary Flame. That's the one funny thing about being here in Colorado with the Avalanche, is a lot of the Calgary Flames end up on the Avalanche, or at least they did back in the day, and it used to always be funny because it was like almost like they swapped players all the time. And all right, I might be hitting my limit on Sven Barchis that I need. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pull the Flames out. I got plenty of them now. Well, that was all in there. There's only so many Sven Barchis I need. just nicked my cuticle. It's a cool Nyquist card. There's PK Subban holding like the Olympic torch. All right, we'll pull that one aside. It's kind of cool. There's a Yager. Gonna meet Yager last year at the National in Atlantic City. I will say it right now. Jaromir Yager looked like he could still suit up and play be a solid third, fourth line guy. I mean, that guy was yoked like crazy. He was looking like he didn't get fat and out of shape and hadn't been drinking, you know, or anything like that. Like some of those guys do, you know, where they're all just banged up from their years of hockey and they're, you know, hit the bottle hard and stuff like that. He looked like, of course, though, I think technically he quit, playing like a year ago for his team that he owns overseas. All right, there's another one of those Russian cards. Pull those ones out. So, I mean, I don't even think he's actually been retired that long, technically. All right, Korolev, Young Gun. More of the Russian stars. Now we're back into these guys. Well, this commercial's just making me remember I haven't even watched any of the new season of whatever that show was on HBO, where it's almost like I think it's based off of what the heck, the guys that own Fox News. You know, it's like based off of them with like their kids or something. I can't remember the name of this stupid show. Whatever it is, it's kind of popular. It's kind of annoying though. I hate the daughter that she's like constantly, and the one guy, he's kind of a doofus, like always like, come on guys, and everything like that. What the heck is the name of it? Or maybe yeah, I haven't watched any of the new season though. Whatever, that one show. I don't even remember the name of it now. Alright, I swear I'm going to quit once the hour hits on this video. But I think we're going to do it. We got 18 minutes left. If you watch all the way to the end of this video, don't fast forward, because I'm going to just say, there's a rookie report, Dominic Hasek. Take that. If you watch all the way to the end, maybe I'll send you a card. So, yeah, do that. I'm sure I'm fully entertaining you watching the friggin' Las Vegas Golden Knights. Keith Tkachuk, another rookie. Russia checklist. More of these Young Guns checklists. All right. Maybe we can get the whole Young Gun set out of this. Who were all the Young Gun checklist guys in this one? Hammerlick, Ruzinski, Poulin, Wright, Straka, Hiller, Kravitsov, Niedermeyer, Kasparidis. Definitely haven't seen any Kasparidis or anything. Ozelinch, got a couple of those. Lachance, Borchevsky, Kovalev, Solani. Got one Solani. Malikov. Got some of those guys, but definitely no Sandus. Who was it? Darius Kasparidis. No Darius Kasparidis. Definitely haven't seen him. But he was a pretty big player. So I'm guessing he got pulled. His rookie card got pulled back in the day. You never know. There's a rookie report, Lindstrom. So there's some that were left in here. And maybe I even just skipped over it. Maybe it'll go to the next guy and he can go through it and find it. There's Darius Kasparidis right there. The Russian one. I don't want Pat Floon. Pat Floon, no. too many for my hand. These ones are taking a little longer because there's a lot of cards to pull. A lot of young guns. There's Zamanov again. Malikov. Who do we get? Kovalev. There's a Russia. Look at this guy looking all smooth. Doug Gilmour. Doug Gilmour looking all smooth in your picture. This guy's posting with a calendar with horses on it. Who's that posing with the calendar with the horses? Denis Savard. Well, old Denis. Or Dennis, I guess if you really want to say it wrong. Dennis Savard. Right? I should just start saying all their names wrong. Anyways, because I'm sure I slaughter the ones that I try to get correct. Let's see here. Who do we got here? Gilbert Dion. And we got Brian Bellows. Is that a Russia one? That's a Russia one. That's a... pulled out a decent amount, say a couple hundred at least. So getting a couple hundred, I'm getting my $22 back, I guarantee you on that one. Another Ozelinch, Zomner, Gygren. Scott Niedermeyer rookie. Alexei Yashin Russian. Kovalenko. I mean, I even pulled a couple, there's a Brodeur star rookies. Take it. These are the quick, easy sort. No gold medallions, nothing like that. There's probably not going to be a young gun in this set at all. Those were all pulled at one time. Every insert looks like it was pulled out of these. That's a cool photo. Bill Ranford laying on his tummy tom. Petrovicki. Who was that young gun? Zomner. Russia. A lot of Russian stars cards. All right, last pile. We're at 48 minutes. Thanks for tuning in for this entire thing. If you have sat here and watched me sort this box in 48 minutes while watching the Stanley Cup final, watching Vegas unfortunately winning, you know what? Here, this is what I'm going to say. If there's a way for you to message me, even leave a link in the comments or something, leave something for me, I will send you, tell me what your favorite hockey team is. I'll send you some hockey cards for free, even free shipping. If you've watched this whole video, you've sat here, been entertained by me, something like that, send me something. I'm sure my hair is all messed up. I'm sure I look ugly and horrible right now. But anyways, send me a message. Tell me you like my video, like, subscribe, share. Like I said, I'm going to be opening that entire pile. There's a whole bunch of boxes, and then eventually I'm going to be having to sort that entire stack that's over there. And yes, all that is a stack. I'm going to sit here and finish up watching the hockey game, and I'm going to sort these cards now that I pulled out of this 3-row, and I'm going to put all the junk wax cards, all the junk cards into just another box that I can then give away for free. So anyways, thanks so much. Like, subscribe, share. Fun times for everyone. All right, peace.